Am I the asshole for what I said to my sister about minding her business? Throwaway because this is very personal and embarrassing for my sister. This happened a while ago and I'm still getting shit for it. Sir, I think I know your answer, but maybe some explanation will help. So around 6 months ago, my fiancé, we were together for around 7 years, but were friends before that, left me because she realized she never loved me and that I was holding her back. She was not interested in therapy, and I am not in the habit of begging someone to stay. So I helped her pack and dropped her off at a hotel, which is what she wanted, and where she asked to be left. About a month ago she called me crying in the middle of the night to say that she had made a mistake and wanted to come home. I had promptly hung up on her, because I also firmly believe in the rule, don't let them tell you they don't want you more than once. Apparently my family didn't get the memo because for a while after that my family, particularly the older women, had been pressuring me to hear her out and even going so far as to tell me her side of the story, and how she had a breakdown and it didn't have anything to do with me. Blah blah blah. Don't buy it. My sister recently called me out of the blue and started talking to me about how I don't want to be the reason for anything bad. So I should call and talk to my ex. I tried to brush it off, but she kept saying things like, well, you don't want it to be your fault is all I'm saying, and shit like that. I didn't like what she was implying, so I admit I snapped and said something not so nice. Something kinda like, maybe you should worry about your own relationship. I mean, God knows it takes all of your mental fortitude to keep your pants on. Which is bad because her first 2 marriages ended due to cheating on her end. After a moment, she started crying on the phone and kept saying, I can't believe you would say that and that's so cruel. You don't know what I went through. I replied something like, and that's why I usually stay out of it. You know, try to mind my business. Apparently that isn't even close to the same thing. And since then I've been getting yelled at by all the women in the family. But at least the ex talk has quit. Am I the asshole? If there is an insinuation that the ex would harm themselves, then you need to tell your sister to call 911. Not you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. If people want to pry and poke at your life like they have a right, then you have the right to make comments about theirs back. Trying to guilt trip you because your ex has claimed she may harm herself. That's not your fault. She left you and you quite reasonably don't want her back. Also, your sister should know there's no excuse for cheating. If she gets bored so quick, then maybe relationships aren't her thing. It's better to live free and hurt nobody than cheat and mess up lives. Not the asshole. This is why I don't live near family now. Maybe a little harsh on the sis. But if she minded her own business, feelings would not have been hurt. After 2 failed marriages from cheating on her part, then she shouldn't be giving advice. Intar. Not the asshole. Since then I've been getting yelled at by all the women in the family. Sigh. They're wrong. You're not shaming your sister for liking sex or having lots of it. You're shaming her for being a filthy cheater. No wonder she's standing up for your ex. Neither of them understand commitment. Not the asshole. Your sister sure is an ass for the emotional blackmail she tried to pull. You went easy on her. Not the asshole. The women in your life are manipulative. They are right that the 2 cases aren't even close. Guilt-tripping you into talking with your ex by insinuating that she might harm herself undeserved is much worse than calling out someone for cheating deserved. Not the asshole. Why are all the women in your life trying to manipulate you with guilt? You are responsible for you and no one else. Your sister shouldn't dish it out if she can't take it. Not the asshole. It was your ex's decision to leave. And when she didn't like being alone, she wanted to come back to you even though she said she didn't love you. Obviously hurts anyone. Why would it be your fault for the relationship ending when she was the one who ended it? And your sister has room to talk. Having cheated on her first husband then her second husband. She was the one who ended both of those relationships, but somehow it's her ex-husband's faults for it. And somehow it's your fault for your and your ex's relationship ending. Not the asshole. Comment was harsh, but it's not her business and you made it clear numerous times you don't want to hear the ex out. Not only that, but the stuff she was implying sounded a lot like emotional blackmail. I'm on your side with this one. Although I will say if your fiancé was perfectly normal until that moment she told you it was over. It's possible she did indeed have a breakdown. Even then it doesn't mean you have to take her back or hear her out. That's up to you, and once your family saw you're not interested in reconciliation, they should have left it. Not the asshole, and I'll tell you why. Was none of their business, period. So, your sister is basically saying if your ex kills herself, her blood is on your hands. Freaking psycho. Not the asshole, and ex for sure didn't wake up suddenly and realized she loved Op. She needs him for something. Sister and the other women in the family need to stop being up Op's butt about things that don't affect them. Not the asshole. The benefit to minding one's own business includes getting far less clapback from others. Sounds like it's time your sister learned that. Not the asshole. Your sister is absolutely right though. They are not even close to the same thing. Her cheating is her own fault. And was her personal decisions. You would be not in any shape, way, or form be responsible for your ex's suicide. Suicide is a personal choice. No one makes that decision for you. What she is trying to do is so much worse than what you said to her. Trying to guilt and manipulate you with suicide. Like, no. That's not okay in any way. But she's right. They aren't even remotely close. Not the asshole. People living in glass houses really shouldn't throw stones. Lol. Your sister straight up preemptively blamed you for your ex's future suicide or self-harm. She earned everything you said. Not the asshole. Just so we're clear, if your ex kills herself, it's not your fault. I think you're aware of this. But I'm just putting that out there. Not the asshole. You're hilarious. This is how you handle nosy family members getting in your business. Kudos for having self-respect and not giving in to tears and manipulation. These people claiming you a TA are off their damn rockers. 1. You wouldn't have said anything at all if she had not said anything, or at least backed off when instructed. 2. You told the truth. Nobody can talk about your trashy ways if you don't have trashy ways. Not the asshole. Don't start nothing and there won't be nothin'.